Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be another collective reading. As always, if it doesn't fit, don't force it. Look for confirmation it is your reading. But let's get some insight here. So understanding. Let's see what comes forth. First card we have is Justice. Very interesting. It's going to be an interesting reading, I can tell. Okay. Justice, Strength. Okay. So, hmm. There's something moving into position here, and you're not gonna be able to manage or like around it or move around it. Um, it's and it's something difficult. I feel like you're gonna need some calm presence internally, not force necessarily. But that's why it's I mean, I feel like you are actually have started, to navigate this a little bit. So that's a little bit why that there's a progression here. But that's that is why it's working, I'd say. So let's get some more understanding here. We have the High Priestess here. Maybe it's your intuition that's helping navigate this with such strength and depth. I mean, we're just letting the major arcana flow here. Very interesting. I do feel like the answer is actually already present. And that there might be some logic that's already it's trying to talk you out of what you know intuitively a bit. Just be aware of that. We have the Knight of Cups building on that energy here. So I do feel like you might be moving some towards something, but just based on feeling, right? Um, Maybe your thinking hasn't fully caught up to it yet, but I feel like that's okay because you are operating with the High Priestess energy on this strength. And again, it's your calm presence that is navigating this without force, but kind of adeptly with your intuition here. And around this end, we have the Three of Cups here. So put that all together. There is some relief here. I feel like the people who were supposed to show up for you have shown up for you, and you are kind of trusting here, which is cool. I'm going to go start a new row here, and we have the moon. I have not been getting the moon lately. So it's really interesting. It's going to start off here. It's such a very interesting reading. I mean, yeah, again, we have High Priestess, we have the moon here. So things beneath the surface are sort of moving. And this will take some patience here too, because again, it's before your mind can really track everything. There's movement kind of beneath the surface here. Building on that, we have death. So much major arcana, and that's with the moon under justice, death under strength. Um, and it to get from justice to the highest priestess, it is strength here too. So with this moon death energy here. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, again, all of this moving pieces here beneath the surface is for something to come. It's creating space for something to come in that does belong there, right? And so again, it's we're intuitively moving here. We have the Three of Wands. So Moon, Death, Three of Wands. So maybe what was sent out is working. And so you're starting to get more confirmation now. Um, you sent out some intentions, some prayers, and you're waiting and you're navigating what you feel like is in the spirit to manifest physically. This is the sign of confirmation coming now. And it's actually building motion here. It's not just relieving your doubts, but it's actually moving you forward here. We have the Seven of Wands as well. So yeah, there might be some pressure. You're under pressure, and that pressure is designed specifically to test whether some commitments that were made either by you or someone else here is actually real. Again, with that confirmation, you're getting confirmation that I feel like it is real. It's happening for you. Just some more clarity here. to round this out here on that, we have the Eight of Wands. So um, things are accelerating, right? That's a good way to round this thing. These first 10 cards here. I'm gonna start another set of rows here, but very interesting here that um, there's a momentum building here, with all this wand energy, Three of Wands, Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands, right? And through the progression, it's finally an acceleration of this moon and energy through bringing this transformation into, um, yeah, and it's moving through presence, not through your own control. I think is important, and that's what this moment really requires. Okay, with this, this Eight of Wands, Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands energy here. So you're holding pressure and you're letting things evolve and move forward. You're trusting, right? Split to death. I don't feel like maybe you really wanted to release all of it, and you're looking back like, oh, you know, I am trusting something here that's going to be better, but what if it's not? That kind of thing. Is this really justice, right? We have the Eight of Sword. Start our next row here. Oh. Someone has maybe constructed or had constructed a version of your situation that left no room for movement, right? You kind of had maybe plateaued there. That might be why you had to leave it behind as much as you miss it. And it's easy to look back and just remember the good times without the bad. But it was actually giving you for your destiny potentially. And I always think about Israel, leading the promised land in the Old Testament story. And they were all complaining and grumbling, and not everybody was complaining when they got to go into it. And they were like, it was better in prison, right? Like, because at least, yeah, I mean, that leap of faith out of there. But it ended up being beyond their wildest dreams. We have the Ten of Pentacles, beyond their wildest dream. So, again, Eight of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. This Eight of Swords is like you had control, the situation had no room for you to move forward and into Ten of Pentacles energy, and as it wasn't your destiny. And so, yeah, the leap of faith, was so that you could build something with legacy. And so the effort you're doing now is towards something later that is lasting and greater than what you could have ever done there. And who knows? Same, the Four of Swords. So I get it. Your mind was maybe pushed past any kind of sustained effort. And so the clarity that you need can only come through rest. It's been coming up a lot lately. So if you're feeling mentally exhausted and tired of waiting, there are some symptoms you can rise to. You've got the full bottom of this book. You potentially get to a journey here. Got to the top here. The world. So I mean, Ten of Pentacles, rest, the world is like a cycle completing, and you're standing every single bit, or you have earned every single bit of what you've been. It's what's making it's we have the Hierophant. So the world Hierophant. So you've completed the cycle, or you're completing the cycle, and you're working towards earning. You've been taking the leaps of faith, doing your part, experiencing the rest, which is often a lot more. You're doing your part of trusting here. The Hierophant comes in after this world energy, and it's like, this is your established path that you've been following, spirit. And whether you were chosen for this or it was inherited, you're doing your part to see what. Next row, we have 10 blocks. And I think it was just interesting. So this is starting a new row energy here. So yeah, we're getting that rest energy, right? But like, yeah, it might be maxed out here. Something real does need to be set down. Body kind of decide. So, but it's not sustainable to keep holding on and looking back. We have the food that you got to lay that down so that you can lay down the looking back so you can take that thing and continue to take that thing. It's been leaping, leaping, leaping. Oh, and so, all right, so Ten of Wands, the Fool, Three of Swords. So this is potentially a truth that's hard to take, right? In the natural, without spiritual understanding, without trusting, and that's the inconvenient truth. And then heartbreak as well. Obviously, yeah. Wheel of Fortune, someone's been trying to run. So the Fool, Three of Swords, and Fortune. Remember, Fortune is one of the too. So yeah, it's giving like there are some forces that are larger than this one you see. They're converging, and this is a shift that's very real, and it's asking just for your sin orientation again, is control and trust. It's energy. So it's competing energies. There needs to be some kind of common channeling. All of your genuine passion burns itself out in my position. And there needs to be some sort of common channel. Be appropriate channels. Some clarification on that. And we have the nights. So we have again with that full energy moving towards desire before thinking. And to leave the learning and understanding come from the understanding. So close out with that. Means that it's clarification. It's finding the right avenue to leap into. From the technique so invest into what can actually be sustained and a channel that is going to, again, you're trusting and controlling. Like there is going to be control channel to invest your energy and replace this holding into the past. Save those moments and I learned the lessons, but there more will be revealed for you to appropriately channel all of this energy into this new direction that brings that Ten of Pentacles there. So please like and subscribe, leave any kind of comment in down below, and we'll see you in the next one.